What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the match review, match analysis and match reaction to the game between Arsenal and Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium, with lots of talking points. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 22,000 subscribers, that's the aim. We're less than 700 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also my social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once more, the aim is over 100 likes. If you could hit that, then that would be brilliant. And also don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you made of this 11th consecutive Premier League win by Manchester City. So let's crack on first with my match review. We'll start with the first half. Arsenal, I thought, were brilliant. One of the best halves I've seen from an opposition against Manchester City this season. They were pressing City really well. They were in our faces. They were playing football. They were causing us problems. They were brilliant. They were really taking the game to Manchester City, and I was fearful from that first half performance that once a team susses out how to play against City, how to put City under pressure and do what they're capable of doing, like what Arsenal did, there'll be more clubs out there trying to replicate that. And how Arsenal played in that first half is exactly how a team can go about beating Manchester City. You go toe for toe with City, you press, you cause us problems, you work the ball well, you're quick with your movement, you're quick with the ball, and you have players around the ball trying to cause us problems. I can definitely tell from that first half performance that Mikel Arteta is in charge at Arsenal. They were causing us so many problems, it was unreal. You couldn't tell that Mikel Arteta was at home and not in the dugout for this game, because Arsenal were just so good. They were, in my opinion, they were the better team in the first half, and they took their opportunity well. They were creating opportunities, they were making things happen. The ball gets played across from Tierney, who I thought had a really good game in this match. I also thought that Thomas had a very good game for Arsenal in this match as well. Anyway, Tierney just plays it really nicely across to Saka, who doesn't think twice. He's got the covering of Lacazette, which I think puts both Nathan Ake and Aymeric Laporte off, which allows Saka just to poke between the holes, and first time finish, coolly, low, hard and quick into the bottom corner, and give Arsenal the lead, and pretty much cause Manchester City a headache going in at half time. At half time, City were facing the prospect of, we haven't won or come back from being behind at half time away from home in the Premier League since 2017. And what Manchester City have shown here in this game is that we are prepared to work and play for everything, to do what we can to try and retain the Premier League. And that's how we've gone 11 games in a row, winning these games in the Premier League. It isn't an easy thing to do. People are speaking about City taking away the competition. They've spent this, they've done that. There's people even speaking about, oh, you bribed the officials and everything. It's not. It all comes down to sheer hard work on and off the pitch. You can spend whatever you want. City have loads of money at their disposal. So do Chelsea, so do Liverpool, so do Manchester United, so do Newcastle now. And why are these teams not doing what Manchester City can? And I'll tell you, that's because of City's model that they've got in place. They don't sign ready-made players. They don't sign egos. They bring in players that are right for their system, being led by a wonderful manager like Pep Guardiola, who has everything ticking like clockwork. If it doesn't work, Pep Guardiola will say that it's not working, that City will look to just move anyone and everyone on that they need to. He makes the big decisions there. And everyone has loads of respect for Pep Guardiola, and everyone works so hard, and that's how we've ended up winning this game, through sheer determination and hard work. We know we have the talent. You need to work hard as well. When you have both, you have Manchester City, and that's what's happened in this game. We never gave up hope. Came out in the second half, we were better, we were crisp with the passing. The stats itself were suggesting that City, from half-time and full-time, near enough the same amount of pass accuracy, continued with the same amount of passes, the same amount of distributions, and winning the ball and winning them second balls. Everything was near enough neck and neck. It's just City never gave up the belief, and they were just that half a yard sharper in that second half. I could accuse Ake and I could accuse Cancelo and Kevin De Bruyne in this game of the 3 players that just seemed like they were half a yard off the pace that was exposed in the first half. Not a bit of it in the second half, and it was fantastic to see from Manchester City. And it was nice to see these players really step up their game, not saying, oh, I need to come off, or I'm going to throw a tantrum, I'm going to throw a sulk, or the game's not going as well. There's competition for the place. Every single player in that City team believes in themselves, and they showed that in the second half. Bernardo Silva, let's get to the talking point. He goes down, his shirt's been pulled, he's body checked by Granit Xhaka. He looks like he's already on his way down, so my original instinct was, because of that, I don't think a penalty was going to be given. But Granit Xhaka holding on to his shirt, he'll do that once too often. And that once too often here was in this game, because his arms across his body, his hands on his shirt, he never lets go. And because of that, VAR have a look at it. They tell the referee, go and have a look at it on the monitor. We think you've made a mistake. Goes to the monitor, rectifies it, gives a yellow card to Granit Xhaka, and penalty is given to Manchester City. Now, I thought Stuart Atwell, up until that moment, had a really good game in this match, but I thought this was a pretty straightforward decision. It looked exactly like what happened on the monitor. He'd been body checked, he'd put his body across Bernardo Silva, had hold of his shirt and brought him down. It was very obvious. Bernardo Silva couldn't believe that a penalty wasn't given. I couldn't believe that a penalty wasn't given. And I'm glad that the correct decision, in my opinion, was made. And Riyad Mahrez with a cool as you like penalty, sending the keeper the wrong way. Plenty of power as well. Keeper stood no chance, equalising for Manchester City. And then the next massive moment. Remember what I said, Nathan Ake? I didn't think he had a great first half. Had a season-defying moment here for Manchester City. Our John Stones moment against Liverpool. Back when we were competing with them back in the 18-19 season. The 98-97 point season. All came down to how crucial that moment was against Liverpool, where John Stones, millimetres, kept it from crossing the line from a mistake from Manchester City. It happened again. Aymeric Laporte lets it bounce, heads it over an advancing Ederson who didn't hold his ground, and because of that, heads it over Ederson. The ball's going into the back of the net. Nathan Ake has to put the jets on. He accelerates, he sprints towards it with every might, and he slides. This time, not quite millimetres, but certainly centimetres. We're talking maybe this much away from Manchester City potentially losing this game, because I don't think Arsenal lose their heads. I don't think they drop down to 10 men if that goes in. Ake stops that from happening, and Arsenal no sooner are upset about the penalty that they should have been ahead, that Ake stopped them from going ahead, that Gabriel, he picks up a yellow card in his protest to the penalty, loses his head, just completely body checks Gabriel Jesus, clotheslines him like it's something out of WWE, and he's given his marching orders, second yellow card. He's there, Arsenal down to 10 men, he's sent for an early bath, and Manchester City good to go to dominate for the rest of the game. And Arsenal never gave up, they defended really well, they closed the gaps down really well, took us to the 93rd minute to get that opportunity. We only had 2 shots on target in this game, the penalty and the second goal. This time the ball comes in, just falls so nicely, Laporte couldn't get it under control, so Rodri thought, I'll just put my toe onto it and poke it, see what happens, past an advancing Ramsdale into the back of the net, and send the away end into mayhem, into absolute chaos. And Manchester City have somehow dug so far deep to extend it from 10 consecutive Premier League wins to 11 consecutive Premier League wins. And considering now that we've got Chelsea and Liverpool playing each other tomorrow, all pressure goes on to them, and what a start to 2022 for Manchester City. City now 11 points clear of Chelsea, with Chelsea having that game in hand against Liverpool tomorrow. Liverpool now 12 points behind City with 2 games in hand. If they both drop points tomorrow, a draw is an ideal result. It sees City go 10 points clear of Chelsea, having played the same, and 11 points clear of Liverpool, with Liverpool having a game in hand, which even if they win that would be 8 points. So yeah, Manchester City looking like a relentless force at the top of the Premier League. And next up for City in 2 weeks time in the Premier League, our next Premier League game is against currently second placed Chelsea, where that gap potentially could get even bigger. What a performance from Manchester City. What a start to 2022 for Manchester City as well. And what a pleasure it was to watch that game. Arsenal gave us a right good go. That was such a brilliant football game. And I don't often do this, but I'm going to wish them the very best of luck for the rest of the season. I love Mikel Arteta. I think he's a brilliant manager. I want him to do well, and because of that, that means I want Arsenal then to do well. So I'm hoping that they can make the top four. If that means keeping Tottenham and keeping Manchester United out, then that's a thumbs up from me. So yeah, really good game of football. Manchester City have come out on top of this ding-dong battle. Arsenal fans are going to be furious. It's going to be very entertaining to watch all the Arsenal's reactions to that. For us, we're going to sit here, smile and absorb everything that's coming our way. What a start to 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We'll have a video out in a little bit with my daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the January transfer window for you guys to look forward to. So subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Over 100 likes. That is the aim. City, though, nowhere near at their best. Grinding and grinding and grinding their way towards potentially retaining the Premier League trophy. It's a biggie coming up against Chelsea, where we're going to have to be better going into that game at the Etihad Stadium in 2 weeks' time. So I'll see you all again for the transfer update coming up very soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everyone has a cracking 2022. Peace. Ciao for now.